Shazia Ilmi, Congress says the party has nothing to do with this money. It is for Dheeraj Sahu to explain this money with him. It is not the Congress party's money. Why is the Congress party being targeted for an individual's actions?
Well, Dheeraj Sahu is a Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress party and not the first time around. His own brother was the Congress candidate and a Lok Sabha MP from Ranchi twice over. And he has been in the party since 1977. So there is a very close connection there, him being from the Congress. So presuming the fact that he being from the Congress, the money trail goes all the way to the party. But he mentioned, our good friend here, Ravi Srivastava, mentioned the Kannauj and Kanpur factor. And do you know, Raviji, it'll be very embarrassing for you to realize that was done and that money, there were links with Akhilesh Yadav actually, who cried foul when that huge haul was done, seizing the gun of cash.
Akhilesh Yadav is not here to defend him. I'm sorry, that's why I'm not getting into any other case. India Today will not independently verify or vouch for either comments made either by Ravi Srivastava or by Shazia Ilmi on that Kannauj case. My request to our guests is to stay on the current case. The debate, the discussion today is on the current case.
Okay, corrected. Gaurav, let me say one more thing. I want to say one more thing. Can you please be quiet?
Both of you are diverting. The issue is, I am sorry, Ravi Srivastava, उन्होंने किया तो हम भी करेंगे, उसमें क्यों नहीं किया तो इसमें क्यों? I'm sorry. I'll ask Dr. Vikram Singh if that is the appropriate response. But let's stay on the current case, please.
Gaurav, 20 seconds. I just want to point out something to all of you. Do you know Jharkhand is the second poorest state in the country? 42% of people in Jharkhand live below the poverty line. We're talking about the multi-dimensional poverty index. 46%, in fact, 48% of Jharkhand actually is malnourished. To have this vulgar display of wealth out there by this single Rajya Sabha MP from the Congress, when we're looking at 350 bags of cash, 3 banks, so many counting machines, some of them will stop working because the notes are so many. Almiras and
but where is the illegality
yet? It is
yet?
Shocking.
Okay, where is the illegality yet? I'm coming to that point. But Dr. Vikram Singh, are we jumping the gun on the cash haul? Are we jumping the gun on the cash haul? There is no statement from the Income Tax Department yet. There are those who say, how do you know this money is not illegal? And who are these people? Mithilesh Thakur, minister in Jharkhand, has said in Dheeraj Sahu's defense, let him explain the money. He's in liquor business, so a lot of cash transaction happens there.
Gauravji, I think we have discussed this ad nauseum, and there is a limit to the cash that a person can hold. By no stretch of imagination, 353 crores can be kept in a person's personal custody, and he has a lot of explaining to do. And absolutely, there is no justification. This largest haul in the country by the Income Tax Department speaks for itself. Nobody on earth can plant this amount of money in anybody's place. And to come to the defense of the corrupt also speaks about the close connection between the powers that be and this member of parliament. Of course, nobody can condone corruption, but this is the most grotesque form of ugly corruption that the nation has seen in many, many decades. As also it happens in the tribal area, where a large segment of the population is at the BPL level, and this has been milked from them, those who do not have deep pockets. Under these circumstances, the IT, the CBI and the ED have a task at hand that where did this cash come from? And to say, let him explain, but there is presumptive evidence. Recovery from the premises, unacceptable amounts, and then no valid explanation in the next 24 hours. And also the defense by somebody in power speaks volumes about the close connection between the powers that be and the accused.
Okay,
Therefore,
Mr.
I would say that there is a lot to it than what meets the eye. And I feel that he has a lot of explanation to do after this confiscation. It's not just the 353 crores that have been recovered, Gauravji. The kilos and kilos of gold jewelry and other immovable property that have been also identified, they are also proceeds of money laundering and crime.
That's a very serious point that you raised, Mr. Srivastava. The Home Minister asks, why is the TMC silent? Amit Shah asks, why is the RJD silent? Why is the JDU silent? this entire narrative that was being built that the Enforcement Directorate or the Income Tax Department are an extension of the BJP. The Home Minister says all of this was only to stop these agencies from working and stop them from exposing this cash haul, sir.
No agency should be stopped. At least I would like to tell the BJP spokesperson not to take a high moral ground who the president was caught taking the money on camera for a defense deal. No, anyway, let us come to the subject here. I would not be surprised if tomorrow this gentleman joins the BJP and the case money becomes legitimate. You must have seen today Chhagan Bhujbal's case, the Enforcement Directorate has submitted in the Bombay High Court that there was no complaint available in their record. Such is a washing machine that you just change the sides. You recall, Gaurav, very well, there was one Mr. Sukram. As a Congress leader, money was found in the mattress in his house. He was caught with that, and subsequently he joined the BJP. So this is how these people, those who say they are fighting with the corruption, what corruption you are fighting for last 10 years? This is what you have been fighting. You have been only protecting people. You tell me one instance where you have convicted any corrupt person in last 10 years.
You have no defense.
Shazia,
whom they have convicted in last 10 years.
Shazia, respond.
For corruption.
You're saying it's whataboutery, but the opposition very clearly says if you join the Bharatiya Janata Party or if your money goes through that washing machine of the BJP, so whether it's a Narda scam, a Sarda scam, or several other, you go through that washing machine and everything is clean.
Everything is not clean. Everything is
today the PM is alleging him for 70,000 crores.
Look at you.
And next
Look
day he
at you.
becomes the deputy
You
chief
know what
minister
you call
in
it?
Maharashtra.
Done? Are you done?
What corruption are you fighting with?
This is the same
You've
record.
made a point. Now let's get Shazia to respond.
This is the point.
Go on,
every time stashes and piles and piles and mountains of cash is found in West Bengal, in Orissa, in Jharkhand, this is one ghisapita, hackneyed speech they all give. The fact of the matter is corruption. Even if you join any party, the cases should not go slow and will not go slow. But that does not condone the fact that this is the biggest cash haul done by any agency in this country so far. This is the mother of all records when it comes to illegal stash of cash. And with coming from the distilleries, and that is
Dr. Vikram Singh.
And the fact of the matter is that this person is a Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress Party.
So,
and there's no running away from it.
Mr. Srivastava, before I bring in Dr. Vikram Singh, the fact that he's a Rajya Sabha MP of the Congress Party, the fact that Rahul Gandhi and those images of Rahul Gandhi either shaking hands with him or walking with him as part of Bharat Jodo Yatra, the fact that opposition leaders or India Alliance partners are all silent, does this clearly indicate that the opposition is on the back foot and skating on thin ice when it comes to the issue of corruption now?
Gaurav, it is not like that. The alliance has nothing to do with an individual particular MP's corruption. The Congress party is on their job. They have already issued a show cause notice or whatever action they want to take because corruption should not be condoned. I fully agree with that and the person has to pay a price for that. But here my issue is, what was Mr. Vijay Mallya, Mehul Chokshi and the others were doing? You allowed them to go through after paying some commission to the BJP? How many crores they have run away with? And the person came to Rajya Sabha with the help of the BJP and JDS. Vijay Mallya was elected to Rajya Sabha with the help of BJP and the JDS. And now you are giving the sermons to others. How these people came over there? Mr. Vijay Mallya, before leaving the country, met Mr. Arun Jaitley in the parliament. And you allowed him to run away with 9,000 crores. You allowed Mr. Mehul Chokshi to go away with some 13,000 crores. All those are run away with the money. And you could not neither bring the money back.
I want Dr. Vikram Singh to weigh in on this.
Same speech.
Dr. Vikram Singh,
you could not bring